Karl's entire body was covered in fish skin. The fish skin covered half of his body's surface. When the doctor lifted a piece to examine the condition, a crowd of medical interns quickly gathered outside the door. It turned out the tilapia skin covering Karl's body was being used to treat his burns. This type of tilapia skin can reduce scarring and doesn't cause rejection reactions. What's more, compared to standard treatment costs, this method is nearly free. This was a technique the doctor learned from Brazil. But as time went on, the fish skin on Karl's body began to emit a fishy odor. Meanwhile, researchers were conducting studies on external gestation. They removed a lamb fetus from its mother and placed it in a specially designed artificial womb for development. Watching the lamb moving inside the artificial womb, the doctor was startled by what he saw. The researchers planned to apply this experiment to a pregnant woman who had been in a car accident and was bleeding internally. At that moment, the only way for the woman to survive was to have her uterus removed along with the fetus. But the fetus was less than 5 months old and would have no chance of survival outside the womb. Researchers explained the experimental process and results to the woman and promised they would save her baby. Without hesitation, the woman immediately agreed. However, the doctors opposed this experiment and began criticizing the researcher's actions. Watching his research fall apart at the last moment, the researcher exploded in rage. Afterward, the doctors explained to the woman that this type of external gestation research violated ethical standards and had an extremely low success rate. But the woman begged the doctors to stay out of her decision. She was willing to try anything for her baby, yet the doctors still refused her request. With the medical team's full effort to save her, the woman ultimately survived.